destiny. I look at my environment.
That little right there. I heard you, girl. That was nice. What's going on, my Jaratones? I hope y'all are well out there. I am Jaren. I am a voice consultant, voice teacher, speech trainer, all the things. And I'm the proud founder and director of this Blessed by the Best studio, the Jaren M. LaGuerre Studio. Oh, I love this voice so much. And this performance was really good. I really enjoyed this when I watched it initially. So I wanted to talk about it. And I saw people in my comments already asking for this performance anyway. So I said, you know what? Let's just do it. Since y'all want to talk about it anyway, might as well. So y'all, let's watch this thing together. Let's dive into it.
My world moves so fast today. The past, it seems so far away. And life squeezes so tight I can't breathe.
Squeeze it so tight. She hit that low note right there. Squeeze it so tight. And you notice she didn't push it. She kind of just dropped everything, dropped the lyrics a little bit. Squeeze it so tight I can breathe. It came back up and I can't breathe. But she didn't push it. She just kind of sang it, coasted it, boom. Squeeze it so tight. And she hit it.
And every time I tried to be what someone else thought of me, so caught up.
Someone else thought of me. It wasn't me, it was me. It was a little breathy off throw. Thought of me. Okay, it was quick, but it was there. Breathy off throw and almost more neutralized vowel on the me. Instead of E, it was me.
I wasn't able to achieve.
I wasn't able to achieve. She left the VE off of achieve. Achieve. With a little teeth in there. Achieve.
But deep in my heart, the answer, it wasn't me. And I made up my mind.
And I made that diphthong there instead of and I made. No, she did. And I made. She went to the second part of that diphthong right there. And I made up my mind. It kind of blends into the rhyming of the deep. Made, deep, made, made. You see what I'm saying? So when she made, it kind of blends into more of a rhyming undertone between deep and made. You modify the vowel. She modified the vowel to fit what she wanted to do in her vocal delivery, in her articulation, and in her contextual delivery.
To define.
I like that walk down. Da 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 da. Something like that. I can't remember the exact intervals, but it was like a da 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 up down up down up down. It was a quick walk down, kind of a squiggle. Da 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 da. That was nice.
My own destiny. I look at my environment.
That little right there. I heard you, girl. That was nice. It was almost like a nasalized, kind of like a nasalized thing going right there.
And wonder where the fire went. What happened to everything we used to be?
What happened to everything we used to be? She kind of dropped her larynx and opened up her throat a little bit. Everything we used to be. You can almost kind of hear a whimper or a sob in her sound. None used to be. Even though she's kind of singing it, there's still kind of like a sob, a cry undertone. Okay, so that's a cool way to kind of get that more sobby. Open up the vocal tract a little bit, almost like a yawn. Where we used to be. It was very slight. It was very slight. But it was there if you go back and listen. It was there. It was very slight, but there.
I hear so many cry for help, searching outside of themselves. Now I know. Those consonants are very quick. And now I know. You see what I'm saying? It's with the now I know. Now I know. She almost kept the shapes more neutralized. And now I know.
She almost keeps this neutralized shape the whole time. The way we used to be. It's not the way we used to be. Nope. It's almost like everything kind of stays in this embouchure, in this shape. The way we used to be. So she's not doing a lot of things articulatory-wise in terms of making it over-pronounced or over-articulating or anything like that. She's really keeping it neutralized and chill in her articulatory delivery, which is really cool.
That his strength is within me. On deep in my heart, the answer, it wasn't in me.
The answer! Vocal throw and answer. The answer! Okay, the R was kind of there. It was kind of there, but it was a little bit more lessened. Okay, the answer. It was almost like unspoken, if you will, but we knew it was still there because the word is answer, right? But it was answer.
What I made of my mind to define my own.
You can almost hear the soft palate dropping. That nasality is because she's letting air pass through the nose and the mouth. So you almost have my own instead of my own. You see what I'm saying? So without the nasal passage being open, you don't get as much of a nasalized sound, okay? But because she kind of lets it kind of drift down, and I think that's just her natural way of singing. I don't think she tries to. I think she just does it. But because she drops it a little bit, my own, you kind of hear that quality in her voice. My own destiny. Yeah, and I can't do it quite like her, but you hear there's definitely a nasalized quality in her delivery and in her voice, period.
Destiny. Yo. Well, you're already on your feet, so let's put our hands in the air. B.E.T.
BET Awards, are you ready?
It's been a long time.
Y'all ready, BET?
Check it, y'all.
Come on.
Y'all know this tune? Who knows this tune? Y'all don't know this tune? Wait a minute.
All my miseducation fans, let's go.
It's funny how money changes a situation. Miscommunication leads to complication. My emancipation over Johnny Queen. I was on the humble, you on every stage.
It really takes a lot of stamina and a lot of articulatory control to rap. I mean, she's saying a lot of words and it's in a fast pace. I want y'all to understand that. It takes a lot of stamina, it takes a lot of articulatory control, breath management, body support, all the things, vocal control. It really takes a lot to rap and to make the idea of what you're saying be heard in a way that you want people to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like the vocal delivery, the nuances, how you want to rhyme things, how you want to emphasize other things. It's definitely a huge science to it. Over time on this channel, I've tried to talk about rappers. You know, sometimes the videos don't get viewed as much. I mean, I don't know why, because rappers are just as gifted as singers. You know, the gift is packaged differently, but the gift is still there. You know what I'm saying? Because just because you can sing, I mean, you can rap. And just because you can rap, I mean, you can sing, you know? They all kind of do their own thing. Now, there's a lot of people like her who could do both. You know, I'm not one of those people. I cannot rap. I'm okay in singing, but I can't rap. That is not one thing I got. But I understand the science behind rapping because of the vocal necessities therein. Because whether you're singing or speaking, rapping, preaching, it's all the same voice. We're just using it kinda, and I use the word kinda in big quotations, kinda differently. Dare you want to say differently? It could be just kind of just different versions of the same, honestly, you know, because it's the same voice, the same articulatory muscles, the same breathing muscles, the same support muscles, the same vocal muscles. All of these things we use to sing, speak, rap, podcast host, you know, all these things that we do, it's the same voice. It's the same voice. So the same principles apply to everything that we use for our voice because it's all the same instrument. Rapping applies the same principles as singing. The principles may be presented differently or heard a different way, but rapping is definitely a musical science and definitely a type of vocal delivery and vocal process that takes effort to execute. It really does.
So don't play up and feel like she come. But remember not to came to the sun. Everything you did has already been done. I know all the tricks from bricks to Kingston. My team that made your kingdom one run. Understand El Boogie not Vion. If a thing catch me, then run for me, gun.
You can hear her doing the N consonant on the ends of these lines. Everything you did has already been done. Kingston, you the champion. You see that that last syllable with the really emphasized N sound. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. That's how she wants to rap it. That's part of that vocal delivery that I'm talking about, the articulatory control that I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about here is intentional. She wants to shape that ending consonant like that to really emphasize the rhyming within what she's doing. Yeah, among other things, to emphasize the words, all the things that she's doing. She's doing that on purpose. Yeah.
Here, take a threat to my newborn son. Helping this way since creation. Who can call you far from temptation? Now you're a ball of a separation. Tarnish my image in your conversation. Who you gonna scrimmage like you the champion? That
drum set was huge. that was a huge drum set. But I love I love that. That was nice. That was nice. Shout out to this band.
Might win, but you just lost one. Might win some, but you just lost one. Win some, but you just lost one. Win some.
And let me say this. I just thought about this. So the song is called Lost Ones, right? One, Kingston, Sun, Creation. That was almost like pretty much the entire first verse ended with a shun sound. Whether it's creation, sun, Kingston, conversation, separation. You had to make grammatical sense using this one rhyming tactic for a good bulk of this verse. That's why I was talking about that last syllable. Creation, separation, Kingston, sun, newborn son. Like that syllable, that sound there, that cluster of phonemes right there. And I just thought about it. I'm like, you had to make grammatical sense and make each word make sense in each line. And it makes sense. It literally makes sense. Like, it's not like no, it makes sense. That just shows you how smart you have to be to do this kind of stuff, to write this kind of stuff. I mean, to rap this and to understand that she used that same syllable sound for a good portion of that verse, and each line that she used that syllable sound in, the word matched the line and it made grammatical sense. I just want to emphasize that, not only from a vocal perspective of, yeah, I want to emphasize this sound, creation, how she was doing, from temptation, like all of that stuff that she's doing. Also grammatically, you know, in syntax, you know, and all the kind of stuff, it makes sense, you know. Yeah, that's just in transcription. Like, it just is crazy. Like, that's so cool. It just hit me. Like, it just dawned on me as I was watching this.
But you just I bet you might win some, but you now how come your talk turned cold? Gain the whole world for the price of your soul. Trying to grab hold of what you can't control. Now you won't floss with a sight. Wisdom is better than silver and gold.
Now here we have the same kind of rhyming concept, but it's old, gold, silver and gold, soul. So it's not always S-O-L-D or O-L-D. It's that cluster, that vowel, that diphthong. Oh, oh. We got cold that has a D. We got cold, soul, control, behold. All these different sounds that have that vowel cluster, that diphthong, oh, oh, but some of them have ending consonants like cold, behold, but she's throwing off the D's of those. Cold, behold, control. Control has an L at the end of it. It doesn't have a D like cold and behold. You see what I'm saying? How witty you have to be, how smart you have to be, vocally smart, articulatory wise, being very aware of what you're doing, how you want to emote, how you want to articulate and convey these sounds. So because we're taking the L off and the D off and all these other consonants off that diphthong, that vowel cluster, oh, now I can make all these words rhyme. Just like sun, creation, temptation, those are all different words, but she's making that sound rhyme because of how she's phonetically saying it. Do y'all understand what I'm saying here? Do y'all understand how much science goes into this kind of stuff?
I was so blessed, I'm among hope. Every man wants to act like he's a gift. Need to get down. down on them knees and repent.
She dropped her voice pitch-wise, actually dropped her body. You need to go down on his knees and repent. And then shot back up vocally on the word repent, on the syllable pent of repent. Repent!
Slick talker, dig a judgment. Full man similar to a serpent. Tried to play straight, how you all now, bitch. Consequences, no coincidence. People quits, always want to play innocent. Always want to take it to the full out extent.
Now here, extent, in a sense, repent. Now that T is important, so she's articulating that T. There's a science behind this, y'all. Hope y'all are with me with this one. Extent, repent, in a sense. Now it's the ent sound, or the ent syllable, if you will, with the T at the end. In a sense, serpent, judgment. You see what I'm saying? This is so scientific. It's crazy. And again, all of this is coming to me as I'm listening to this song right now. Like I'm thinking about how intentional you have to be to write stuff like this. But it all makes grammatical sense. It all has a plot. It has context. It has content. The order makes sense. Like it's not just random. They're telling a story. They're telling concepts. They're telling ideas about how you just lost one. Like you need to change your ways. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to think differently because you just lost one. You fumbled. They're all saying this in the song. Like that's crazy.
I always want to make it seem like good intent. Never want to face it when it's time for punishment. No, you don't want to hear my opinion. Many pies, choose one. Don't change. So good for your mic win some, but you just lost. Cause your mic win some, but you just lost. Win some, but you just lost. Win some, but you just lost. Cause your mic win some. You might win some, but you really lost one. You just lost one. It's so silly how
I like how she's evolved the song over the years, but it's still the song. Especially here in this performance here, it's still the song.
did you really gain from what you done? What you done? You might win some, but you really lost one. I said you just lost one. Oh, it's so silly how when it's over. What did you really gain from what you done?
What have you done? Had a little vocal throw right there. What have you done? You kind of see that mouth spread a little bit on the done. But you done. That was a little AVE. What you done? What you done? That makes sense, right? What you done? You know, what you done is so silly. How come? What you have done, it's not smart. Why did you do that? Okay? You see the AVEs being used here a little bit. You just lost one. You just lost one. It's almost like the one is more wider in shape than you just lost one. The one kind of has more like a vocal pop in it, if you will.
That you just lost. Yo, I want to introduce you to my son, YG Marley.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
Let's go.
They don't want us to be who we're supposed to be, but we are who we are, and that's the way that it's going to be.
Tell him.
That B, it was a B, not B. So the tongue is a little bit lower, B, and the mouth is not here. Instead of B. Okay? And I love the little squiggles. That's who we are. I love the little na. I like those. I like those a lot. They're very smooth. Nah. I like those.
No, they don't want you seeking for the truth, and it's hard to find it hidden right in front of you.
Tell him.
Oh, and they're showing us to fight through every struggle.
Come on.
Never ever let them put you in a bubble.
Fight every struggle. To put you in a bubble. I'm just giving you what I'm hearing, but I know that's very conducive to reggae. He's still on beat. He's just taking an intentional backbeat, kind of just backbeat to the actual tempo. Okay?
And the brimstone will rain from our fire. Tell them what? Tell me if that is what you desire. Control. Let's go. Control. Let's go.
Come on, backgrounds. Shoot the with the vocal tone. Shoot the y'all singing. They ain't singing.
Let's go. Control all the way.
This little two-note, little interval, little emphasis right there that I just talked about before. I love the little. His moves are a lot more smoother than mine. I can't do it quite like him, if you will, but you see what I'm saying? I call them little vocal squiggles, if you will. I like them, though. I like them.
Let's go.
We'll keep on surviving.
That's what we gonna do.
And keep on fighting us down.
We gonna do what?
Fighting, not fighting. Fighting, not fighting. No.
But we'll keep on surviving. Even though they pull us to the ground.
What y'all know about the Fuji?
We used to be number 10. Now we having it good. In a battle, lost my finger. I became my own pistol nozzle and tenazal. Blood becomes a war teller. Woman be easy now, squeeze the shaman. Just WYCLEF, see them flesh gets formed. Be so bad, make you feel like you ain't wanna be born. And tell your friends, stay the hell out of my lord. Chicken choice, we get their joints. Send the chicken for my phone.
Melodic. No. He's kind of singing that same key. He's very known for that. You know, he's very known for that. But yeah, it's very melodic. This is kind of like melodic rapping, if you will. He's singing that same pitch to really stay in the same key of the music. Yeah.
Another dead pigeon. If you're mafiosis, then I'm bringing bitches to Sicilian.
Nobody shooting.
My body's made a hand grenade. Girl, black to death while she was talking to the razor blade. Sound sick, maybe one day I'll write a horror. Black killer comes to the ghetto. Stick it up, Jack and Acura. Stevie on the seas. Put your hands in the air. What's going on? I'm a you know what we smoke on. Run by my side. Just in case I got the.
There's a longer shake to articulation too. It's almost no. You see what I'm saying? It's a little bit longer here, so the jaws kind of dropped a little bit lower. Okay, so you kind of get that more longer sound in their delivery here.
Why you on the side of Babylon? Everybody wanna win.
BT Awards. Oh la la la. It's the way that we rock what we doing our thing.
There's a little grit in the way that we rap. There's a little bit of compression right there. You can kind of hear when she's doing this chorus right here.
Oh la la la. It's the natural law of refuge. Oh la la la. Sweet she love me like no other before. Yo, blood. Yo, in saloons we drink bowls, the battle cruise, the high note, bust rap cruise, on fast phones, take no shorts like those.
You can hear, no. You can hear that grit coming back in right here. It's a little bit. I'm not doing it quite like her, but there's a little bit of that color, that little gritty color in this rapping here. Using that grit can be a way you can be emphatic about certain lines, certain words, and things like that, you know? Or you can use that tactic as excitement during the performance, even, you know? Add a little grit in there. Yeah.
Gucci's and Lucci falling in my Mitsubishi, eating sushi, buffing bougies. Hey. Try to take my car, we don't play. I'm from a car, need not hardly. These niggas huff what they can't handle us. We bust, cause we fortified. I can never hide, singly high. Grind with Cochise down. Twisted back, listed by some other Negro. Yo, we roll up our clothes on the first episode. Yo, you shouldn't diss refugees. Your whole sound sample.
He has a little bit of like a growl there too, kind of like a nasal growl. Something like that. There's a little bit of color there in the voice.
Respect Jesse, everybody like this. Super high on the Fuji. It's the way that we rock, we doing our thing. It's the natural life, it's the refugees. Oh la la la. Sweet tea. She never like no other before.
If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe down below to click the alert button next week so you know when the next video is posted. And give this a thumbs up as well so we got some more people if you enjoyed it as well. And as I will always continue to say to you, be vocally bold, creative and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love y'all so much. I'll see you soon.